Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before I hit the road for my big Route 66 trip back home, there's one thing I still got to take care of first, and that's getting my Jeep fixed up and ready for the journey. It's not all wrenches and oil today though. I'm going to be making a quick stop at one of the most iconic landmarks in the world, the Hollywood sign. Stick around, it's going to be a classic LA day before I roll out on the Mother Road. Let's get started. Alright, let me tell you about this wild experience I had trying to get a part for my Jeep. I was in Las Vegas and I asked my buddy Charles to help me out by calling a few Jeep shops in Los Angeles ahead of time. He explained exactly what I needed and they told him, yep, we have it in stock, no problem. So I planned the trip and hit the road. And this isn't just a quick drive, we're talking about all the way from Las Vegas to Los Angeles. That's 4 hours one way. I figured, hey, at least I'll get the part that I need and make a little road trip out of it. But when I got there, it was a total nightmare. The guy tells me to wait and wait. I'm standing around while he's just chatting on the phone for over an hour, completely ignoring me. No updates, no courtesy. Finally, I say, okay, this is enough. I'm just gonna head out. So he cuts his call short, comes out and says, oh yeah, we don't actually have that part in stock. That's it? After 4 hours on the road, plus an hour in his shop, they don't even have it? I was beyond frustrated. But Charles wasn't about to let the day go to waste. He quickly found another shop nearby called Crusher Off-Road. And honestly, these guys were incredible. We headed over there and explained exactly what I needed. Right away, they were on it. Super friendly, professional, no nonsense. They confirmed they actually had the part, and even better, they offered to install it for me right there on the spot. No attitude, no crazy wait times, just solid and honest service. So I want to give a huge shout out to Crusher Off-Road for saving the day and doing some awesome work on my Jeep. And a huge thanks to Charles for helping me find them. If you're in LA and need Jeep parts or service, definitely check them out. Crusher Off-Road.
It was a wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in, shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become, and revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever want to be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Mirror, mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name ever alone this world, but that was when I ruled the world.
Awesome, there's the new end links. Thanks once again, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, they look fantastic. What? Yep. So in here, I got a cut right here. That little tip off.
And then get the bolt out from here,
Yep.
and that bolt I gave you, just put it right there.
Oh, so this whole thing is missing. No longer there. Yeah.
That one, just gotta cut it off. Right here.
Yeah. Perfect. That way it's easy to remove.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So beefy. Before I head over to the Hollywood sign, I just wanted to make a quick stop here just up the road to see some of the old Beverly Hills 90210 filming locations. I'll be checking out where Brenda and Brandon's house is, and also Dylan McKay's ranch. It's one of those classic TV nostalgia trips that I've been looking forward to. But what I'm finding here is just devastating. So many of the homes in this area were lost in the fires. It's hard to tell what's even left standing. I'm honestly not sure if I'm even going to be able to see the 90210 homes anymore. It's really sad to see how much was destroyed. Just a reminder how quickly these things can be lost. I came to see the 90210 house, and all this property is gone. It's absolutely devastating. Everything. You can still smell smoke. Like, it is absolutely heartbreaking. All these people that lost their homes. I'll keep looking around, but even if these houses are gone, the memories of these iconic scenes live on. Let's see what we can find today. Are still up, but so many of them are gone. I didn't know if I'd find them still standing, but to my relief, these houses are still here. But look next door, gone. Somehow both filming locations were spared, while everything around them was lost. It's surreal. These homes survived and others didn't. The line between what was saved and what was lost is razor thin. If this has moved you, consider subscribing and leaving a comment below. Let's keep these stories and memories alive. Brenda and Brandon's house. This is so cool. Bill and McKay's house. Right there. Just turning up this street and gonna be hitting the Hollywood sign. Getting to the Hollywood sign wasn't as straightforward as I thought. I ended up weaving through this maze-like subdivision full of narrow, winding roads. Felt more like a movie set than a real neighborhood. Every turn looked the same and my GPS was struggling to keep up. But hey, that's part of the adventure, right? You don't just see the Hollywood sign, you earn it. Lastly, before I head to the hotel for the night, I had to make one final stop. The Michael Myers house. It's actually been moved from its original location, but is the exact same house used in John Carpenter's Halloween. Walking up to it gave me the chills, a true horror movie landmark to end the day. So I'm doing this a little bit backwards. I'm starting at the end of the trail and working my way to the beginning of the trail. I'm starting in Santa Monica and I'm going to be driving all the way to Chicago on my way home from this awesome trip that I just made. Standing here at the Santa Monica Pier, and those buildings that you see right there are in the opening credits of Three's Company. It's changed a little bit from the opening scene. This is the spot where Jack falls off his bike. You can see the mountains in the background. Here is the photo from Three's Company. Well, it's official. I am just starting my voyage on Route 66. 66, leaving Santa Monica Pier right now. First up is one of the weirdest and cool spots you'll ever see, the Bottle Tree Ranch. And it's exactly what it sounds like, a forest of metal trees, each one of them covered in colorful glass bottles. The sunlight hits them just right and the whole place lights up like some kind of surreal art installation. It was created by Elmer Long, an artist and collector who started building this bottle forest right in his front yard. Over the years, it's become a full-blown landmark. Part sculpture garden, part roadside oddity, and 100% Route 66 charm. It's peaceful, strange, and honestly kind of magical. If you're driving Route 66, don't skip this one. Just up the road, here is a moody throwback, the old Sagebush Inn. Once a gas station, dance hall, and maybe even a brothel run by Sagebush Annie back in the day. This is built in rugged stone circa 1930. It's now a private home, but that gritty Route 66 mojo is still dripping off the walls. Definitely worth a quick pullover for a roadside portrait. Route 66 takes you deep into the desert. Out here, you can drive for hours without seeing another living soul. It's beautiful but remote, so it really pays to be prepared. As the sun started to set, I knew I didn't want to be driving these empty roads in the dark for too long, so I kept my eyes peeled for a good spot to camp. Once it got dark, I quickly found a spot to set up for the night, and what a spot it was. Just me, the open desert, and an unbelievable view of the stars. Can't ask for much more than that. Well, good morning. Look at this spot that I got last night. I drove 66 all the way here, and this is just outside of Kingman. So peaceful, so quiet. You saw the sunrise. And what a beautiful spot. I'm just making breakfast right now, and once I'm done making that, I am off to see a friend of mine in Albuquerque and continuing on the 66. on track again. I'm going to be driving the next 500 miles to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm going to stop in at a few filming locations from the Breaking Bad set, which is going to be awesome. Walter White's house, the chicken restaurant, hopefully the car wash, and a few other places. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Just got to find my way back to Route 66. This is the app that I'm using, and it's called Route 66 Destinations. And it shows me all of the cool things that are on Route 66, as well as every turn-for-turn driving location as well. So it is a Route 66 GPS, which is awesome. I got a book, I got a map, but as far as I am concerned, this is the best thing that you should get if you're planning on going on the Route 66. Here's a gem on Route 66, the Hackberry General Store. It started in 1934 as a Conoco station and grocery, but it closed when I-40 bypassed the town in 78. But in 92, Route 66 legend Bob Waldmeyer gave it a new life as a nostalgia-filled gift shop and info hub. Today it's packed with classic gas pumps, vintage cars, and that perfect dusty Mother Road energy. Let's go have a closer look. Welcome to the historic Route 66 General Store, a true all-in-one stop at Old 66. Gas, snacks, hardware, souvenirs, you name it, they've got it. The Pope family resurrected it as part of the Seligman's Route 66 revival, and it's still a lifeline and photo op for travelers. Here we have a mock-up Wells Fargo bank right next to a fake territorial jail and the Seligman Depot facade. It's all part of the Roadkill Cafe's Old West movie town setup. Fun, photogenic, and totally in theme, even if it's not real history. If Radiator Springs feels real, it's because it kinda is. Seligman, Arizona was one of the towns that directly inspired Pixar's Cars. And all along Route 66 here, you'll find the real-life Mater, Lightning McQueen, and more. Local shops like Rusty Bolt and Angel's Gift Shop have brought these characters to life with full-size replicas. They're perfect photo ops and reminders that this little desert town helped revive Route 66 and became part of animation history. Williams, Arizona again, but I'm not going to spend too much time here on camera since I featured it in my last video. I did make a quick stop though to pick up a gift from my mother-in-law. Welcome to the Ranchuro Motel, originally built in 1965 with its signature retro A-frame roof and Shell gas station out front. It later became known as Cozy Corner, but what really put it on the map was Giganticus Heticus, a towering tiki-style sculpture that gave this quiet shop some serious Route 66 character. With the addition of the Guardian of Route 66 statue, it's now a bold, quirky landmark that you can't miss. Welcome to the Two Guns, Arizona ghost town. It's a tourist trap and a legend-charged Route 66 stop. Once a bustling trading post and zoo run by the notorious Two Guns Miller, who even killed his business partner here, it's now a haunting spread of burned ruins, graffiti, and the infamous Death Cave, and a crumbling 1915 bridge. Located about 30 miles east of Flagstaff, Arizona, perched on the east rim of the Canyon Diablo, near Old Route 66 and I-40 exit 230. If you have a chance to check it out, it's really worth a stop. Here we arrive to one of the most unforgettable experiences on Route 66, sleeping in a wigwam. Here at the Wigwam Motel in Holbrook, Arizona, each guest stays in a cone-shaped cabin that feels more like a teepee than a hotel room. It's nostalgia in a nutshell. You sleep in a concrete teepee, surrounded by a kitschy charm, and wake up feeling part of Route 66 history. Visitors describe it as time travel lodging and a slice of Americana that you just can't beat. Right here where Arizona meets New Mexico along the historic Route 66 corridor, the legendary strip of trading posts still holds strong. This little stretch near Lupton, Arizona is a portal to Route 66 Golden Age, starting with its most iconic stop, the Chief Yellow Horse Trading Post. And at the eastern end of the loop, you'll find the unforgettable TP Trading Post, a roadside classic that once welcomed travelers into the massive painted teepees for souvenirs and stories under canvas. Welcome to Gallup, New Mexico. Here stands a forgotten gem of Americana, the Powwow Indian jewelry sign. This towering mid-century relic once welcomed travelers from all over the world, offering authentic Native American jewelry, pottery, and roadside charm in the heart of Navajo country. So I'm in Albuquerque tonight, and instead of trying to find a place, I am staying at an RV park. It's secure, it's gated. It's got showers, which I'm going to need in the morning. And as you can tell, it's pretty peaceful here. Listen. So I think it's a perfect spot for the night. So I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and before I start my continuation on Route 66, I'm going to go to some Breaking Bad filming locations. This is the infamous Walter White residence from the show Breaking Bad. And as you can see, it's all gated up so that fans can't get on the property and try to take things or destroy anything on the property, which is totally understandable. And I'm so excited to see this in person. It's awesome. This is the car wash that Walter White bought to money launder. On location at the strip mall where the office of Saul Goodman was. This is Jesse Pinkman's house. He bought it from his aunt. And this is where he primarily lived for the first few seasons of Breaking Bad. This is the spot in the movie where Jesse Pinkman was on the run from the cops, and he held up in a room right up there. And this is a motel that is rented by the hour in the series. So this is the location known as Los Polos Hermanos, which was Gus Fring's restaurant, and it was a chicken place. Remember the big chicken picture there? But this isn't actually a chicken place. It's actually a burger and burrito place. But this is the location where it was shot. Where I'm parked is where Gus Fring was parked when they put the bug on it so they could follow him. Now that we're back on track on Route 66, we arrive at a city like no other. This is downtown Santa Fe, New Mexico, the heart of the old capital of America, where 400 years of history, culture, and the creativity come together in this high desert of New Mexico. I'm not cutting or editing this drive through downtown. I want you to see exactly what I see. This old western town is absolutely stunning. Every turn, every building, every street corner feels like a piece of history captured in real time. Santa Fe isn't just beautiful, it's alive with stories of the past. Along the north side of the plaza stands the Palace of Governors, built in 1610. It's the oldest public building in continuous use in the United States today. I hope you enjoy this drive through downtown as much as I did. Texas, baby. Bought these when we were in BC. If you haven't watched those videos from BC, you should go back and watch them. I don't know why, but they really haven't gotten a lot of views. Is it because I didn't have my Jeep and I was renting? I'm not sure. But they were fun videos. Some really fun times that I had up there. I got that. I got my Gatorade. I got my laptop, and I'm going to sit in here for the rest of the night and edit some videos. So thanks for joining me, guys. We'll see you in the morning. Here's a place that I've heard about for years. Both Ken and Dave told me about this place, and now I'm here seeing it in person. And I'm at Cadillac Ranch. This place is cool. Driving down the highway and I seen this couple on the side of the road that looked like they had a flat tire, so I got off the highway and going back to see if I can help them. Put a tire on me. As I'm cruising down the highway, I spot somebody pulled over. They were clearly in a bit of trouble. Now listen, as a car guy, I can't just drive by. That's not how I was raised. I had to pull over and see if I could help. Turns out that they had a nail in the tire. But lucky for them, and honestly, lucky for me too, because I love this stuff. I drive a Jeep. That means I roll with a full tire repair kit and an onboard air compressor. In just a few minutes, the tire was patched, aired up, and they were back on their way. The couple that I helped? That was Terry and Chloe Berg from Illinois. Awesome people, and I'm glad I met them. Oh yeah?
Really bad weather.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Glad I could help.
Thank you.
Safe travels. I don't know why, but I'm always compelled to stop and check out abandoned houses along the highway, especially out here on Route 66. There's something about the weathered wood, broken windows, and peeling paint that makes you wonder who once lived there and why they left. These forgotten homes might look empty, but they're full of stories if you're willing to listen. To me, they're just as much part of the Mother Road as the neon signs and the roadside diners. Just coming into Oklahoma, day 4 of my Route 66 trip. Tucked away on the side of the road in Hydro, Oklahoma, there's a place that looks like it came straight out of a dream. That's if the dream was made out of rust, windmills, and old iron giants. Welcome to the Tops Windmill and Tractor Farm, a roadside wonderland of vintage farm equipment, old school tractors, classic cars, and you guessed it, windmills. Dozens of them, spinning in the Oklahoma breeze like some kind of mechanical ballet. This isn't just your average junkyard, it's more like a living time capsule. Part history museum, part salvage yard. You've got windmills towering over the prairie, John Deere tractors from the 1940s, and weathered trucks with stories written in every dent and patch of rust. So next time you're rolling through western Oklahoma, slow down near mile marker 84 in Hydro. Look for the forest of windmills rising up off the plains, and you'll know you found it. I ended up driving through the night all the way across Kansas and Missouri, trying to stay ahead of some rough weather. Tornado warnings were lighting up my map, and I wasn't about to get caught in that. But by sunrise, I rolled into St. Louis, just in time to catch the city waking up. And there it was, the Gateway Arch, rising out of the skyline like a silver crescent moon. Seeing it in person was absolutely surreal. the sign's set up a little different than all the rest of them. I'm on the side of a highway and I can't park beside it, but I am crossing over into Illinois. And now here I am in Chicago. I officially made it end to end the entire stretch of the historic Route 66. But I'll be honest, with all that night driving, I'm sure I missed a lot along the way. So I guess that just means one thing. I'm gonna have to do it all over again. I made it. There's my Jeep, and there's the sign, the begin sign. Thanks so much for watching all the way through. This marks the end of my April-May USA road trip. What a ride it's been. If you haven't seen them yet, be sure to check out my Utah videos to catch up on some of the earlier footage from this journey. As always, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And stick around, there's always another adventure just around the bend.